Hmm. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to this edition of the Football Forecast Show, in which we analyze football from an unbiased perspective. But I stay true to myself unapologetically a Manchester United. Manchester United, Old Trafford, uncut, uncut. This edition is focusing on the game between Manchester United and Fulham. It's a preview for the game Manchester United versus Fulham that is yet to come. Do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can continue to bring content of this magnitude to your doorstep. Hit notification and please do not forget to subscribe. The game against Fulham is going to be a game of sorts. When I say game of sorts, why do I mean game of sorts? Silva plays the same formula, the same system of play like Manchester United, a 4-2-3-1 formation. Manchester United plays a 4-2-3-1 formation. But I guess the difference will be Manchester United is going to bring the octane formula of the 4-2-3 formation. That doesn't mean Fulham will just come and then let you run over their players. No, it's not going to be an easy task. They are worthy opponents. They are worthy opponents. They're going to play the same formula. The difference now is what? Manchester United have a new mentality. Michael Carey have come with simple football. He have simplified football, and there's fluidity and clarity in what Manchester United does right now on the pitch. There's simplicity, there's clarity and fluidity of everything that everybody does on the pitch right now. That is the difference between the Manchester now and the Manchester under Amory. Playing away from home, I think we've lost from Fulham twice over what, the last 30 years or more. That works in our favor, but that doesn't mean that victory will be given to you. You have to earn it. And how are we going to earn it? We're going to earn it by playing scintillating football. The kind of football that we played, and we were able to defeat Manchester City at Old Trafford, and we were able to defeat Arsenal at Emirates. It's very simple. We play with four defenders, two double pivot, and three attackers with a striker. This is what you call clash of what? Simplicity and structure. There's simplicity, there's clarity, and there's structure. That is where Manchester United gets advantage over the other opponents in this formula, in this system of play, as opposed to what they used to play. So, predictions. Which players are going to come in and which players are not going to be there. We still have Leymans in the goal. We have Dalot, Martinez, Maguire, and Luke Shaw. Those are the defenders that I think will still have to come and deputize for Manchester United over this weekend. When you have Maguire and Martinez who have played for so many years, you have again trust between the players, simplicity within the players, mutual understanding of each other's strengths and weaknesses. And when those two things get together, what happens? It's difficult to penetrate our defense. Luke Shaw doesn't have a lot of offensive duty as a left back. He just have to sit. Dalu doesn't have to go offensive. And we've seen what happens when Dalu goes offensive most of the times. You go get an opportunity and either hit the ball wide outside or just hit any kind of ball. Those balls now we transform them to goals. In the middle of the field, I think we're still going to have Casemiro and Kobe Mino. This is Kobe Mino, who under Amorim could not even make the game day sheet. He have been able to play the last two games full game, 180 plus minutes. Casemiro, 180 plus minutes. As opposed to what? Opposed to playing 60 minutes and it's time to sub him. 60 minutes is time to sub. 60 minutes time to sub. Under Amorim, 60 minutes Casemiro was going to be sub for reasons best known to him. But now you find you've seen a rejuvenated Casemiro. He just have to do what he used to do at Real Madrid. That is what made him to win 5 Champions League. He have gone back to the basics. He knows exactly how to circulate in front of those defenders without any spray, without any pressure. The same thing with Kobe Mino. Knows how to get himself out of small spaces, knows how to keep the ball, control the ball, and be able to give what those long passes. That will come handy. The attack line will have Bruno, Mbuemo, and Ahmad. Bruno, Mbuemo, and Ahmad. I think that's the same lineup that we're going to go forward with. And then what happens with Dugu? Dogo, who is injured, will be replaced by Cunha. There's a high probability Cunha will come in and replace Dogo. And the alternative, Cunha can still be on the bench. We play Sesko up front as a striker, and then we take Mbuemo to the line, where he is also an expert in what he does. The good thing with Mbuemo is wherever you feed him, he's going to deliver. Whatever position you give him, he's going to deliver. That is the good thing with Mbuemo. So now that leaves the trainer, the coach, that leaves Michael Carey with two options. Either he brings in Konya to replace Dugu, that way you have strength from the beginning, or he brings in babyface Sesko. Sesko, I think he still have some years to mature. He doesn't have that killer instinct in him. He still plays like a baby. He thinks that they should pet him on the field. He doesn't understand that this is Premier League. This is not German League, sir. Everything here nothing can be given to you here. You have to take it. You don't take it, no one will give you anything. So he has to go for it. If Michael decides to go with Sesko, Mbeumo will move to the line. But if he wants to maintain the same lineup last week and come up with the same octane style of football where there's clarity, definition, simplicity, and everything, they just have to bring in Konya and let Konya run the lines. Run the lines to see how Mbeumo playing where he played last week, and I think we're going to get a victory out of that if we were to go through that. If we were to go with this 4-2-3-1 formation with Mbeumo up front, Bruno slightly behind Mbeumo, Ahmad running the channels, and Konya, we're going to get a victory. This is press with structure and attack with intent. Press with structure, attack with intent. When those guys are going for their, when those guys are going through with those long balls and speed, they're attacking with intent, and they are pressing with structure. When we don't have the ball, all the wingers, they drop in the middle of the field, they clock the middle of the field, they let you go with the ball outside. That way, they have to come and block and see how you get, you have to dribble, go past two people before you can get across. That becomes difficult for opponents. Now Ahmad can just sit up front and do what he does best. Dribble, give cutbacks, and score. Konya, who is a workhorse, just like Dogu, if he were to play in that position, will give you the similar kind of play. We're lucky we have Josh back, and I'm happy that Josh will have an opportunity under Carey to prove his worth. That's another player that I think have been sidelined for no reason. And I'm very, very positive that Michael is going to fall in love with Josh. Josh is a similar kind of player we used to play with Michael. His name is what? Babatov. He plays the same silky football, slime and silky football with wonderful high technical abilities that is required by every team. But Amorim used to keep him on the bench. The kid wanted to go to Roma over this transfer window, but since Carey came, we've not heard any sounds or any beats about him moving out of the team, because he realized that the trainer have come who can give him the opportunity to showcase what he have. And I think if given the opportunity, playing this system, Josh is going to come through. He's going to make it to the game sheet this week, and hopefully he comes up and be able to deliver. So what happens if United are chasing the game? United are chasing the game. Either Casemiro or Kobe will have to be substituted for Mason Mount to come in, so we get more offensive power. If we are winning, what happens? I still think they have to bring Mason Mount. Remember, he did not play the last game, and this kid is very, very talented. He did not play the last game against Arsenal. He needs an opportunity to play. If we're leading, at some point they have to bring out Bruno and bring in Mason Mount. That's like for like. Bruno is not playing where he's happy playing as a 10. As a 10, he'll create opportunity for others. He'll make the life of defenders miserable, and he'll be able to score from distance or inside the box. His intelligence will be sorely missed if he were to leave, as I hear he wants to go to Saudi Arabia, or he's having difficulties in terms of understanding the upper management of the team. But I hope he doesn't leave. He's very, very important to this team. He's the best signing that we've had for the last 20 years. It's rather unfortunate that we're not going to get any player to come in during the transfer window. I truly do not think we need to get a player to come in and destabilize the structure that we currently have and the simplicity that have been implemented by the new trainers. We have 5 years to go to the transfer window. We should forget about bringing in new players and concentrate on what we have. We have what it takes. We were just playing under a trainer who had different ideas as to how football should be played. And now we have a trainer who have a new idea of how football should be played, which is something that we've become accustomed to. We just play a simple 4-4-2. When we don't have the ball, it's a 4-4-2 formation. When we have the ball, it's a 4-2-3-1 formation. It's simple. Now there's clarity, there's structure, there's simplicity. And now there's octane football. There's real joy back at Old Trafford. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our analysis for the game Manchester United versus Fulham. We should not take Fulham for granted. We've seen what Iwobi did at the Nations Cup. Sublime passes from distance, no look passes from any direction. But I think he's going to meet his match. So it's not going to be an easy task, but Manchester United is going to win. Manchester United is going to win. And this time around, it's going to be a clean sheet for Layman's. And these kids have been doing excellent. By no stretch of imagination, no one thought he was going to be this good in his first season. But he's proving his doubters wrong. And that is what you do with football. You prove those who don't believe in you that you have the abilities to make the difference. And this kid have been making the difference for the team. So, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to hit that subscription button. Do not forget to hit the notification button so we continue to bring content of this magnitude to your doorsteps. Again, Manchester United to win against Fulham. Have a blessed day and hope to see you after the game when we pop champagne, as we always pop the champagne after the victory tomorrow. Have a blessed day and hope to see you shortly. Bye.